So this isn't going to be a normal video. I decided to hop on the trend that has been kind of circling around YouTube a lot and talk about these relationships, friendships, romantic relationships even. I decided to talk about that. Now, me personally, I have like a decent amount of friends. I will say that, like genuine friends, like people who are very nice to me and like kind. I'm more so going to talk about the romantic side of relationships. Editor Mars here. I talked a lot more about other types of relationships, not just romantic ones. I also was looking through it. I said like so many times, so please forgive me. It's hard for me to there it is again. It's hard for me to express my thoughts sometimes, and that was in one take, so please forgive me. Anyways, back to the video. As being in high school, there's kind of like a lot of, I don't want to say pressure, but it's kind of like the normal, like to get into sort of like a relationship. And I'm doing this because I genuinely don't think that's what like in high school, almost, I'm gonna say like 70% of the time, relationships in high school aren't like genuine. Some like I said, there's some of the times, yeah, it's like a genuine like connection with the person, like you really enjoy hanging out. But I feel like in high school you kind of are kind of like pressure. I don't know, this is just me, but I feel like you're kind of like pressured into trying to get into a relationship, like going to like homecoming or prom. Like you're like kind of like, yeah, go, like you have to go with like a partner or someone, you have to, like, this is like you have to do that. And I don't know, I feel like there shouldn't be, like, you shouldn't be ashamed if you're not in a relationship. Me personally, I'm not. I don't know, I feel like relationships in high school are just not built to last, because in high school you're going to go into college and you're probably gonna like lose contact with almost every single person unless you use like social media and like stuff. I shouldn't say every single contact, but you're gonna lose like most contact because people are gonna be like, they're trying to figure out their lives. Like they're trying to figure out, how do I make money and to support myself. That is what they're trying to figure out. So we kind of lose connections, and like with this like boyfriend girlfriend or boy, like whatever relationship you have, you kind of grow distant in some cases, I feel like. And that's like kind of like, and that's okay, because that's life. Sometimes that happens. It happens, you kind of have to get through it. But like also in life, you get new relationships too. It's like a constant like cycle. And I feel like during your high school years, the relationships that you have are like, they're like important. Of course, I'm not saying that they're not. But when you finally become like an adult, you kind of like, the relationship idea changes. It's not only like boyfriend, girlfriend. You're trying to find a spouse, kind of. But a lot of the time, you're kind of pressured into having a spouse now. So again, there's a lot of like outside pressure, kind of forcing you to do certain things. Me, I feel like, it's a lot of the time I feel like parents, they're like, we want you to have a wife, kids, and I'm just like, whoa, chill out. Because personally, what if I don't really, at the moment, like again, life changes. At the moment, I don't want that. I don't really want that. I don't want like a relationship. I don't have to like worry about that stuff. And a lot of my time, I feel like I'm trying to do like school, like not right now, work, and I'm having like fun. And like these videos are what I kind of do for fun. And I feel like when I'm ready, it's not gonna be like, it's kind of gonna be, I wouldn't say planned, but it's like, it's my decision if I do, It's like my own choice if I want to. I'm not gonna have any outside pressure, whether it be like your peers, like your parents. You shouldn't feel pressured, is what I'm trying to say. So if you feel like, oh, like I'm so like lonely, and I don't understand why. Like, I feel sad because of that. I don't feel like there's anything to be ashamed of if you're alone. I don't think there's anything to be ashamed of with that. I think that being alone is nice. Sure, like you, if I get it. Being alone is like, it's hard. I understand that. For some people, it's really hard. For me personally, I'm used to it. I'm used to, like, because I'm an only child. I don't have any siblings. I kind of get what it's like to be alone, and I feel like I want people to know, whoever like feels lonely and sad and like depressed about it, don't, because I promise you, as soon as, like, whether you're in high school, whether you're an adult, I promise you, that loneliness is only temporary. You're gonna find some sort of, like, I don't know, like, connection somewhere. You're gonna find connection with people, no matter what. And it's not gonna be because like it's not because you're gonna be forcing yourself. It's gonna be because you want, like, it's gonna be something like you want to. And it's like, if it's hard for some people, and I get that, but if it's hard for you, I feel like the people that you're trying to, like, you're nervous, you're scared. For me, what I did with for like friendships and stuff, you just talk with like interests. I have a lot of interest. I definitely have a lot of interest. This channel is like the definition of all my interests: video games, like some music, sports, like all this different stuff. I have a lot of interest, and I get along with a lot of people because of those interests. I feel like somewhere out there, there's some, like, if you have interest, do them. You know, like, if you have hobbies, go join a club or something to do them. Or like, because like that's how I found people, like, friendship wise. That's how I found connection, and that's how I started, like, sort of different types of relationships. Yeah. So this is my take on the whole sort of relationship thing that's been going on YouTube. And it's like, hey, I get it. It's hard. It's hard being, like, feeling like you don't belong anywhere, and it sucks. It sucks. Relationships suck. Wow. But it's not the actual relationships. It's the idea that you're forcing yourself. You're saying, I need a relationship to be happy. You don't need a relationship to be happy. I'm telling you this now. If you think you need, like, this sort of, like, you need, like, these, like, best friends, everything to be happy, no. That's not what you need to be happy. You just need to be happy being yourself, expressing yourself. And typically when you do that, you actually find relationships and connections with people. It's crazy. You just express yourself. Don't be afraid to be who you are. Just be genuine. Just try to be yourself. Be genuine with people. That's, like, my best advice. So, to anyone out there who's watching and, like, just shaking their head with this entire video, I get it. You know, like I said, I'm still in high school. That's just what I feel like as a high schooler myself. That's my take on the whole relationships and stuff. So, yeah. Take my advice as a grain of salt, okay? My advice, I'm not a professional, okay? Definitely not a professional. Don't take my advice. Don't take it. This is just me kind of expressing my thoughts on the idea, from my, like, own personal life. That's my own personal, like, life, how I've dealt with relationships, how my relationships have been with people. So don't take this advice. And this is, like, not me saying, like, yes, this is exactly what you have to do. No, this is just me saying, hey, like, I get it. I was, like, I've been kind of, like, alone, I guess you could say. I definitely, like, got depressed and stuff, and I kind of worked my way through it by just expressing myself, you know? As long as you express yourself, you're gonna find genuine relationships. Just be yourself. Don't be afraid of what people think. And if you're scared of that, don't be. There's nothing wrong with expressing who you are. Even if, like, you're like, oh, what if, like, and even if you, like, have good, like, friendships, like, like good, healthy, like romantic relationships with other people, and like you feel like, oh well, if I actually express who I really am, then they're probably not gonna want me anymore. Then those aren't real like friends, girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever. That's not genuine. You want to be genuine. So, yeah, this is my take on the trend. Again, don't take this as actual advice. Please don't take this as actual advice because I'm not a professional. I'm just a stupid high schooler who's like, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel. So don't take this actually to like heart, okay? So, yeah. I'll see you. Anyone who's like an actual like fellow like subscriber, part of my like loyal subscribers. Thank you for watching, and yeah, bye.